The Pope is supposed to be the vicar of Christ, a symbol of unity for all of Christendom. But what if there were two popes at the same time, calling each other the Antichrist? And what if they both hired armies and declared war to prove it? This isn't a fantasy novel. This was a 40-year-long crisis that tore Europe apart, the Great Papal Schism. Our story starts in 1378. For decades, the papacy had been based in Avignon, France, under heavy French influence. When the Pope finally returned to Rome, he died. The people of Rome, fearing another French pope, essentially rioted, demanding an Italian be chosen. Terrified, the cardinals agreed and elected an Italian pope. But as soon as they could, the French cardinals fled the city, declared the election invalid because they were threatened, and promptly elected their own Pope, a Frenchman, who went back to Avignon. Suddenly, Europe had two popes, one in Rome, one in Avignon. Every country in Europe had to choose a side. If you supported the Roman Pope, the French Pope excommunicated you. If you supported the French Pope, the Roman Pope excommunicated you. According to the Church, half of Europe was officially damned to hell. But it gets worse. How do you solve a two-pope problem? Well, in 1409, a council of church leaders met to fix it. Their brilliant solution? They deposed both popes and elected a third one. The problem was, the first two refused to quit. And now Europe had three popes, all claiming to be the one true heir to St. Peter. This wasn't just a war of words. Each pope needed money, power, and soldiers. They sold church offices, levied heavy taxes, and hired brutal mercenary armies to invade each other's territories. Popes declared crusades against other popes. For nearly 40 years, the holiest office on earth was dragged into the mud of politics and war, shattering the faith of millions. It finally took the intervention of the Holy Roman Emperor and a massive council to end the madness, forcing two popes to resign and kicking out the third. The Great Papal Schism was a spiritual and political disaster that proved that even the most sacred institutions could descend into chaos, all for the sake of earthly power.